Hi, how are you? Welcome back. This video is quite different than my regular videos. In this video, I decided that I will talk about different books of Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have read a number of Dostoevsky's books this year and the past year. And let me tell you the books that I have read: Crime and Punishment, Demons or Possessed, Brother Karamazov, The Double, The Idiot, Notes from the Underground, Notes from the Dead House, The Insulted and the Injured, and The Adolescent or Arayut. So I have read all these books. So in this video, I will talk about some similarities that I have observed in all these books. So there are a number of similarities and I will talk about them one by one. First of all, murder. In Dostoevsky's books, there is usually a murder. Like in the case of Crime and Punishment, there is the murder of this old woman by the protagonist, Raskolnikov, and the murder of her sister as well at the same time. There are two murders. Second murder is unintentional, but that was just happened. It was a necessity for Raskolnikov. Then there is we have the demons. In Demons, there is a murder of Shatov. Shatov is a student, and once he was associated with a political branch. Later on, he was murdered by these people in the novel. And then we have like the Brother Karamazov. In Brother Karamazov, there is the murder of Fyodor Pavlovich by Smirdyakov. It seems Smirdyakov. So there is a murder theme. And then second point is duel. In Dostoevsky's novels, you will always see a duel between two people. A duel, as you know, it's a fight with bullets, and it's a fight for honor, for respect, or for any number of reasons, particularly for women as well. So in crime and punishment, I don't think there is a duel. In Demons, in Demons or Possessed, there is a duel between Stavrogin and there is one other character. I forgot the name of that person. It starts from G. That's funny. But he had this duel, and that duel was also a necessity. And Stavrogin didn't want to participate in this duel, but he was forced and compelled, and he wanted to get rid of that person. So that's why he agreed for that duel. And then there is, I think, and in the Insulted and the Injured novel, Nikolai, he decided to have a duel with the prince. He didn't have this duel, but he thought of this duel. He went to Prince's house for the honor of his daughter. So there is this case of duel as well. And then there is cripples or invalids. You will find cripples or invalids in Dostoevsky's novels. Like in Possessed or Demons, there is this Marfa Lebyadkin. She is a cripple. And in Brother Karamazov, Lisa, I like Lisa, and Lisa is also an invalid. And then I don't remember exactly, but if we take the case of sick children, and there are so many sick children in Dostoevsky's novel. In Brother Karamazov, there is Ilyusha. Ilyusha falls sick. He is captain's son. So if you read this novel, you will understand what I am saying. Then there is in the Insulted and the Injured again, there is this girl Elena or Nellie. She is also sick. She has some kind of heart problem, and in the end she dies. So you see, this is another theme in Dostoevsky's novel. And then there is this suicides. There are so many suicides in Dostoevsky's novels. So first of all, let's discuss Crime and Punishment. Raskolnikov, after killing old woman, he decided that he would commit suicide because it was too much for him to bear this pain. Actually, he was avoiding confession and he was running away from his crime or from his admitting of crime. In Demons or Possessed, there is an interesting character, Kirillov. In the end, he commits suicide. He commits suicide because he wants to prove that he has this free will. In order to exercise this free will, he commits suicide. And then there is, I think, in this, in the raw youth or adolescent, there is this one interesting character, Crafts. He has a very interesting idea about the standard of Russia or the issue of Russian people in terms of nobility or European people. So he commits suicide as well. And in Brother Karamazov, I don't know whether is there any yeah, there is Smirdyakov. It's so difficult. I really apologize for this. Smirdyakov commits suicide in the middle of the novel. As you see this, and in Dostoevsky's novel, you will hear this term, going to America. Going to America means suicide, as per my observation from his writing style. And in Crime and Punishment, there is this interesting character, Svidrigailov. He, after a failed attempt to lure Raskolnikov's sister Dunya, he also commits suicide in the end. He also says that if anybody asks, or he says to someone that he is going to America. So this is another interesting theme. And then I noticed that in most of Dostoevsky's novels, especially the main characters, they don't have parents. Most of the times they are orphans, or they only have a single parent. Like in Crime and Punishment, Raskolnikov only has his mother. And in the case of the idiot Prince Mushkin, he doesn't have either of his parents. And in The Insulted and the Injured, this Petrovich, Ivan Petrovich, I guess, the main character, he also doesn't have his parents. In Notes from the Underground, that person is also alone. And also you will see that there are so many characters in Dostoevsky's novels that either they are going mad or they are on the verge of turning into a mad person. Like Versilov in the Raw Youth, when I forgot the name of the character that serf, Makarovich. Yes, the Makarovich, when he dies, Versilov also goes mad because he was too happy at that time. And Raskolnikov is also on the verge of madness. He doesn't sleep and he talks to himself, and he is always in this gloomy disposition, in this mental state. And it is so difficult to understand his psychological state. He is in the company of people, but he's not there at the same time. He's lost in his own thoughts. And we have this character, in the double, that Mr. Goliathkin, he is also suffering from schizophrenia. So he is also, you can say, an insane person. but I love this character because he is so innocent, so naive that you will fall in love with him at once when you start reading this book. I read this book so many times, and every time I feel like reading it again and again. This I'm just in badly in love with this book. So yeah, these are some similar themes that I found in Dostoevsky's novels. I hope if you have read Dostoevsky's novels, you have observed the same similarities, and do share me your observations in Dostoevsky's novels, and I will be glad to listen to you. And last thing is that there are certain religious observations as well, particularly Christianity. And Christianity is spread throughout Dostoevsky's novels. It is just not related to only one book. You will see Christianity or Christian teachings in most of his books. So I love Dostoevsky and I will read his books again and again. With your permission, I will go now and I will see you again soon.